All right, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a interesting game. So CarefulTulip is playing as the Malians, and he's in blue here. 1950 ELO 1v1, one of the best controller players of all time, and certainly right now on the ladder. And then you have this guy in the red. I don't know how you're supposed to say this name. It's like a smiley face. A smiley face. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna call him Barcode, because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a barcode. So we got this Barcode guy playing as Inca. Now, if you've been paying attention to the, since the latest patch, players are playing the new civs, which Inca's not a new civ, but Inca is a civ of old. But they got the champi warrior, and they're doing this Dark Age stuff. Incas can do them better. They can have a really fast attacking Dark Age because they don't need to build a second house or a settlement right away. They can just build a barracks because they're pop space. So they have 15 pop space, whereas over here, they have 15 pop space. CarefulTulip does, but CarefulTulip has 2 houses, whereas Barcode over here only has 1 house. And they're massing up some champies at 3 minutes into the game. So this guy, Barcode guy, he's been playing for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Almost definitely somebody's Smurf. If you know me, I don't like Smurfs. I prefer Smurfs not to be smurfing, not to be playing. I prefer people to just play on their own accounts. But I think there's some... I want to say there's a little bit of shame in doing what this guy's going to do, which is going for this Dark Age rush. I don't know if that's the reason why they want to make a Smurf. Some people just make Smurfs for Smurfs' sake, I guess. But I think sometimes people just don't want other people to know, like, their strategies. Like, they want to catch them off guard, or they just don't want to do it on their main account. Because you do it on your main account, and people are going to call you out for it. So I think that's what's going on here. But we have these champies being masked up. They only have 16 seconds of idle TC time, and they have 3 champi warriors and 13 villagers. Whereas Tulip here has 14 villagers, actually idling their TC right now. So a couple seconds, not the end of the world. And the champi actually... Tulip is... they're trying to wall up over here. The champi warrior is running right through the town center. Didn't take that much damage. Well, on that last shot they did. The first couple of shots they didn't. Tulip getting some quick walls up, though. And the champies are here at right around 6-minute time. So when I was doing my Mapuche Douche video, which if you haven't watched, I say go watch it. I wasn't building my barracks until around 6 minutes. So... like, people have specialized this a little bit more, and, you know, no loom for Tulip. So if I were Tulip, I would want to get loom a little earlier. I know at high levels they don't want to get loom. They feel like it's a waste. But I think it's actually, like, not a waste. I think loom early, especially when going against something like this, is pretty good. But that's just, like, my opinion, you know? Now, the Malians are actually pretty well suited. He's getting loom now, speaking of. But I think he's getting loom at the normal time, like 19 pop. So the Malians are pretty well suited to go up against this this Mapuche Douche situation. Ooh, bringing in a Rhea. So if you look here, barracks units have +1, 2, and 3 pierce armor starting in Feudal Age. And the buildings are a little bit cheaper. But militia... or man-at-arms, or the infantry line, is pretty good against this strategy. The only issue, so the difficulty with this, right? So champi scouts are really fast, right? 1.1 speed. Regular scout is 1.2. A militia is like 0.9. A villager is 0.8. So they're a lot faster. They got through here. Champies do not get any building bonuses in Dark Age. Standard buildings, 0 bonus. In Feudal Age, they get a +1. They can also get arson, so they can have +3 damage. But Champis getting some work done. Got a Vil kill. And you can fight this back with villagers. I think Tulip doesn't want to fight back because if you're fighting back with villagers, you're kind of losing, right? Because you're spending a lot of your time and your resources fighting instead of like, you know, gathering your resources and building your buildings and doing the things that villagers are supposed to do. But barracks is coming up for Tulip. Tulip, unfortunately, I thought that they already clicked up, but they actually were not able to click up. And they're in a difficult situation where they're gonna lose their scout. Not paying attention. They're in a tricky situation where they want to like keep their economy working, but they also really need to go up to Feudal Age. And you know, you don't want to idle your TC to do it. But this is a very disruptive. This villager's probably gonna die, unfortunately. And Barcode over here only built 4. Well, they built 3 champi scouts and they start with 1. And the militia is out. So militia will win against champi scout. Militia have 4 attack, 40 HP, and they have pierce arm, but it doesn't really matter. And then the champi scouts have 4 attack and 35 HP. The only difference is the champi scouts are faster. And our Barcode buddy here is going up to Feudal Age. Whereas CarefulTulip is not. CarefulTulip is on gold. They had to build some farms. They lost a couple villagers. I guess that they just never felt like they could go up to Feudal Age. They wanted the defense. But I think the best way to stop this is to try to get to Feudal Age, though. Like, you know, don't necessarily build all this militia, because what's going to happen is Red's going to get up to Feudal Age, and then he's going to get the upgrades on these. And Red's economy is looking pretty solid here. They have the settlement, so the settlement is like on the wood line. It could have been closer to the gold, but I think they wanted it kind of closer to the berries too. Yeah, they can't afford, like, if you're going to be making double, now they're at double barracks too. So if you're going to be making double barracks champi scouts, and they're going for the champi runner is a cool looking logo there. And in numbers, the champi scouts, or champi runner, I guess, will definitely win against the militia. And they can always just run away. So I like what Tulip's doing moving forward. But Tulip is, like, very committed to fighting in Dark Age, so like that's what I'm worried about for Tulip here. And now the champi runner is in. Can also get upgrades on these. So it's 5 attack, 40 HP. So the attack really went up 1, and then the bonus damage against buildings went up 1. But in the numbers here, definitely going to be stronger than the militia. And look at these Dark Age farms. Tulip's still in Dark Age. And Tulip's going to be stuck in Dark Age for a little bit. And these 6 runners are just chasing after the militia. I mean, I guess Tulip's doing a good job distracting Red. Not really going to be able to get any damage with this. Maybe just scouting a little bit, mostly. Not sure where that militia's going. I'll take the Fog of War off now. We don't need it anymore. And 32 vills in Dark Age for Tulip here. Like, Tulip is committed. Tulip is quite committed. Finally clicking up. 16 minutes clicking up to Feudal Age. And the only thing is, Tulip, will they, I mean, they have 19 on food. Like, they might be able to get to Castle Age here. Maybe I'll just kind of fast castle. And we have archers as well from our Barcode buddy here. Adding some archers behind the champions. Which, archers, I mean, definitely will do well against, like, man-at-arms or militia. Like, you're just keeping the pressure on. But they've been winning. So this Barcode guy has been playing a lot of games in the last, like, 2-3 weeks. They've been beating some pretty good players here. They're at 1,700 elo right now. You know, Tulip probably the best player that they've gone up against. So I'm sure they know who he is. I'm sure they're thinking in their head that they want to win. So Arson came in. So the bonus is going to go from +1 to +3. So the building's going to go down pretty darn fast. And Feudal is almost in. And with the archers in play, I don't know if you want to go. I don't know if going like man-at-arms is going to be the best move because the archers are... Although the archers could just hop out and kill those archers right now. I think he wants the man-at-arm upgrade before, but those archers were like in a bad position. They hop out now, but it's a little late. Yeah, now you don't want to. Now you don't want to chase. Now you don't want to chase. So man-at-arms upgrade is coming in. I'll click on one of these guys so we can see what the upgrade does. So it's 4 attack and 1 pierce armor. He has the free +1 pierce armor for him. And now man-at-arms is in. Did lose a couple before that, so it goes up to 6 attack and 45 HP compared to 40. And the pierce armor went from 1 to 1, I think. I don't think it changed. I'm gonna double check that. Yeah, it's still 1 pierce armor. Didn't change it. And now Tulip can kind of put some pressure on right now. Economies are looking fairly similar. The Inca player actually does have more villagers just from idle TC. 242 for Tulip, 43 seconds for our Inca player. But 7 man-at-arms can do some work. But now that the archers are here, you know, if it was just Champis, the man-at-arms can do work, but it looks like it's going to be a full switch into archers for the Inca player. And this Barcode guy definitely plays like 2v2s with other civs, but I think they only play Inca in 1v1s. And good little micro for Tulip. Try to get the man-at-arms out. Pretty good walling, I gotta say, from the Inca player. And Town Watch coming in for Tulip. I like that actually because you're worried about these Champis getting into your base. Tulip going for Arson. They got the armor upgrade too. And another archery range coming in. Well, the archers are here to defend. And Barcode's gonna send all these guys back. Now, Malians want to go infantry anyway, so this kind of plays into Tulip's hand a little bit. But I think with the massive archers and Castle Age coming in for Barcode is could pose problems here. The Castle Age Champis are really strong. They go from 5 attack to 9 attack, I think. But they still generally lose against the normal infantry. And I mean, honestly, like a lot of shots being taken by these archers, but when you're on your way to castle, you want to keep your archers alive. Like you're better off just running away than doing all that microing. But maybe they feel they need to. They feel like they need to do this damage. I think they probably win like in Dark Age / Feudal Age in most games. I've noticed with my champion rushes that I do, I get to Castle Age before my opponents do. Even they get to Feudal Age before me, but I get to Castle Age before them. Just how it goes. Another archery range going up. Incas could make slingers. Slingers would be really good against infantry. They have like a bonus against infantry. Looks like they're sticking to archers right now. They're going for bodkin and crossbow. And we're going to have a forward tower from Tulip. Tulip only has 125 stone in the bank. So the tower is actually interesting. I don't know if they're going to go for a tower and like a siege workshop maybe. And crossbow here. And crossbow with good micro will absolutely destroy the man-at-arms here. And that's an interesting tower. I would not have ever thought to build that tower there. I think it just kind of gives Tulip like a forward base to play from. It's kind of the same as a forward castle, but not as strong, obviously, just as a tower. And we're getting the siege workshop from our barcode buddy, and another tower. So it looks like we're doing almost like a little tower crawl forward. The siege workshop probably will make mangonels. I don't think if you make rams, the infantry can just kill them, and you can't really defend them too well. But castle has been clicked for Tulip here. And Tulip is on the attack. And a forward barracks. I was thinking it was going to be a siege workshop, but Tulip's on 1 TC. They're only in Feudal Age, whereas we have 2 TCs for our barcode buddy. So, I mean, economy-wise, Barcode buddy is doing a little bit better. They actually have the eco upgrades as well. They're missing wheelbarrow. They're missing a couple, but an interesting castle from Tulip. I like that a lot. Yeah, it is a mangonel coming out. Mangonels are a little trickier. It is a high level thing to make mangonels to when you're getting like castle push like or tower push like this. You need to be have good micro because you're outranged by the towers, and you need to have repair bills. So let's see if Red can do it. You know, now a forward siege from Tulip. So Tulip, I mean, Tulip is playing like they have no fear. Let's see how fast this castle goes down. Though your repair bill's coming out. I guess you can. It's not that impossible. But the repair, I think you have to shoot the repair bills. And siege workshop, we're gonna have long swords coming out, or like upgraded long swords. I think the towers can go down. I'm not sure. Towers are almost like a distraction at this point because these archers probably want to be more over here dealing with these infantry. And longsword is going to be in. Archers are not like in good position. Actually, Barcode's not really paying attention, but also Tulip isn't really paying attention. All right, there's the garrison there. And I mean, two towers went down, so I think those mangonels did what they had to do. We do have rams coming in for Tulip. These longswords have 1+4 pierce armor, 9 attack, which is the same as what a champi would have. But the eco for the barcode here is getting excessive. 81 to 52. 81 to 52, but you're getting pressured at your base. That's the difference. Like, Red really does not want to be playing defense. They want to be playing offense here. And Tulip's doing a really good job of, like, making red react to different places. He ran his units all the way to the back. Now, ballistics coming in, I would much rather see ballistics for red here as opposed to another town center. They're going for another town center. That might be a mistake. I know it's a mistake. Dude, I watch so many games and people delay ballistics way too freaking long. Get ballistics. Like, I know these guys are better than me. I know, okay? I get it. Get ballistics, though. All these shots are missing. If you have ballistics, these are all hitting. Like, just get ballistics earlier. It's insane to me that like, these top players don't get ballistics earlier. It just blows my mind. Making that many archers. Like, ballistics, and I could be wrong. Hey, listen, I'll accept I could be wrong. Ballistics is more important than vodka arrow. I wouldn't say it's more important than crossbow, but it's more important than vodka arrow. It's way more important than thumb ring. Way more. Not even a question. Because you get vodka arrow, and guess what? You do more damage, but you miss more shots. Who cares if you do more damage if you don't? You can't do damage on shots that you miss. It doesn't make a difference. That's end ramp. But still 20-vil lead for Barcode here. But it feels like Tulip's in control of this game because he's just streaming in all of these longswords into Barcode's economy. He's just being so annoying with them. Where red here just never can they never can really get into a position. They can never feel comfortable here. And the economy lead's gonna diminish here. 68 to 55. It's not gonna matter. There's just infantry everywhere. There's just like longswords just running around everywhere. Tulip adding a second TC, that's going to make a huge difference long term here. And they have a very tight little base. They have 4 TCs. Red has 4 TCs. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Alright, I took a small little break there, and I am back. So Tulip is really putting on the pressure. Even though technically this barcode is a little higher in the vil count, but like, what Tulip's doing is just kind of dividing and conquering here. But it looks like they kind of got a little bit of setback. The infantry's... Infantry? Is that a word? The infantry just keeps streaming in, though. Like, it's so annoying. And now we have some champies here. Are these upgraded? What are these? Champi warriors, yeah, so 9 attack. No blacksmith upgrades on them, which is kind of wild. And they're building 500 food. Like, some blacksmith upgrades probably would be good if you're gonna go champies. You want at least the armor, maybe the attack. The way that Tulip is like bringing these infantry around the back and just like annoying. I don't know where these villagers are going. It's like overwhelming. There's so many places that this barcode has to look at. Settlement back here. Side of the wall. Otherwise, this settlement is better than just adding armor like that back here. So it's like around this. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're getting overwhelmed though. This is like an overwhelming strategy by Tulip. Just the settlement on the stone here is pretty good for barcode here. That's huge, actually. Basically, the infantry are going to be fully upgraded here. Still 85 builds, barcode 68 for Tulip, so like, barcode on paper at least to control this stream of infantry is like, it's just like overwhelming. Barcode can't just like push. This is smart for them to get enough castle and drop the castle to kind of get like some forward. I don't know what these villagers are doing. Way out there. They're really going away. But no, it's this drive. It's drive crazy. just try this thing would be 1,000% better than what's going on for him right now. I don't know why these players skill is and sort of forget about it. Forget it, like in game. Just get it. Like, it should be warrior or counter center or something. Had a good switch going, was like streaming in all these long sword, but I got stopped a little bit. A couple of villagers rolled over, they built a castle. It's kind of a little, it's kind of risky, not that many villagers in it. Running out with Champis could, in theory, avoid the long swords. Run back. I think that's what actually goes up. If Red like tried to deny that castle, like send, probably could deny it. Oh, I'm sort of finding the rest of the here is really rough. Barcode. Tulip is just like Relentless. Tulip is not all the chances just didn't work. They have no upgrades though. They have zero daily armor. And Infantry's gonna be coming in Barcode here. They don't have. I don't have enough stuff down there. About 100 stone short. They could buy it. And I bet that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, look at this. They just bought it for a castle. They castle though. Yeah, like they did this really well. Looks just like overwhelmed. Looks the has the ability right now. And coming in top. A lot of times, that's what we're doing. And that doesn't mean that they're really winning a game. Has the ability now. It's about 15 seconds away. Only one castle. That castle is not really in a good spot to defend. There's two goals over here, farms. I'm coming up. I'm going to go for these towers, I guess. Can't really look at me in the position of that house, though. But over here, just been on like back foot the whole time. Down 1,000 warlord. Like, I just know that they're falling behind. 20 bills up for Tulip. Going up to him. Only 3 TCs. I think they added the TCC 3 or something. But very methodical here. A lot of pressure on the game. I want to go back inside watch this here. Champis with no lives with upgrades. It's just yeah. Trying to space me out. It's actually. I'm gonna go toward that castle. I don't hate for them. Another castle going. If Red sees that castle, let's track it down like right now. This castle is actually super risky. Mangonel's gonna be able to defend a little bit. I think Tulip's gonna send these longswords in to try to kill this this dude. Wow, I just noticed that Eco KD is 114 to 8 in Tulip's favor. Oh my goodness. Tulip cancels that castle and moves it back. That's a much better spot. Much better spot for that castle to go. 115 Eco KD. to 8. 115 to 8. I've never seen anything like that, I don't think. That's insane. That might be the title of this video. 115 to 8 Eco KD. Might have to be the thumbnail. I don't know what else to put as the thumbnail besides that. That's just insane. I'm gonna print screen that right now. I've never seen that lopsided of an Eco KD. And this castle's up, but I don't know if it's gonna. How long it's gonna stay. Gabetto's coming out, so no Trebs for Tulip. I thought Tulip was gonna go Trebs right now. And the Eco is the same now, 98 to 95. But there's gonna be two-handed swordsman coming in. And another armor upgrade. I'm surprised the Inca player hasn't gone. Oh, they're going slingers. Right? I was just saying, why don't they go slingers? Slingers have bonus. They're a trash unit now, so they're floating a lot of food. So when you're floating a lot of food, you like slingers are the trash unit to make, right? It's like their equivalent to making scouts. And they had here when I see one, and they GG'd it just there. Oh, I wanted to see a slinger come out. Are there any out there? They are, but I think they're all. Oh, there's one right here. So slingers have +4 bonus. I don't know why it says pierce. 4 + 2. That's just their attack. So their infantry bonus is 4 on top of their already 4 + 2 attack. And they have a siege weapon bonus. Honestly, slingers probably could have won the game for them. I think they just felt overwhelmed. Like Tulip was just absolutely just relentless. Just absolutely relentless. I'm gonna print screen the Eco KD, the final one, 131 to 8. That blows my mind. Yeah, I mean Tulip was just relentless. Like just would not let up. I want to go back and see why there's 2 settlements back to back here, though. That's just something I need to know about. Let's keep it here. Back to back settlements. So there was one settlement here, and then they added another one for the wood line. It looks like. Ah, I see. So it was just kind of like an extra wood line, more or less. And let's just take a look at some stats real quick. Tulip was just relentless in that game. Just kept sending the infantry. Never let freaking Barcode breathe. 31 military APM? That's the fastest I've ever seen on a controller player. That's actually the fastest I've ever seen. I think Vulcan Loop got like a round there one time in one game I saw. But that's the fastest I've ever seen. That's Archer Micro and the Champi Micro. That's crazy fast. With a crazy amount of spikes too. Like this is Champi Micro early, right? Let's see what this is. What's going on here? It's got to be Archer Micro. Yeah, this is the Archer Micro. And this, I actually criticized this at the time, and I still do. These archers should have just ran away. They were on the way to Castle Age. Like, it was a bad play. This player's, like... So, they're winning because they're doing the Champi Rush really well. But they're definitely a solid player, like, whoever they are. Like, if this is a Smurf, which I'm sure it is, they're actually a pretty solid player. So, G to the G. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at 300 and something now. So if you watch this, if you get any value from it, just go ahead and subscribe for me. Sign into your other Google accounts and subscribe. That would be great. Your other YouTube accounts. That'd be great. I appreciate it. All right. See ya. Peace out. Later.